The impact of President Trump's 145% tariffs on Chinese goods is playing out in real time at American ports. About 45% of the shipments coming into the port of Los Angeles originate from China. And some businesses have been forced to cancel orders from China to be shipped to the U.S. to avoid the higher levies. The port estimates a 35% drop in cargo volume for next week compared to the same time last year. Gene Seroka joins me now. He's the executive director of the Port of Los Angeles. Gene, thank you for being here. Good to have you in New York. What is the ripple effect going to look like for consumers of a drop in the 35%?
Less selection and probably higher prices. If you're going out looking for that specific item, retailers are telling me they've got about 5 to 7 weeks of normal inventory levels remaining. If we don't get the crafting of a framework deal in place with trading partners, that could lead to fewer shipments coming in and less choice on the shelves and online buying platforms.
5 to 7 weeks. I mean, that surprises me because I thought businesses make their decisions for months and months down the road, but this is going to be an immediate problem felt by consumers.
Right. You had a run-up of inventory being pulled forward by some of the major retailers, home improvement stores, but not everybody can do that. Small to middle-sized folks were kind of caught in the middle. Don't have the wherewithal to be able to bring product in early. And now, do I buy at these super higher prices? And if I do, can I pass on the cost to the consumer?
Are you guys going to have to cut jobs if your port is less busy?
I think we have less job opportunities. And let me explain. For a trucker carrying 3 or 4, maybe even 5 container loads today, they'll likely be pulled back to about 2 or 3 container shipments next week. The dock workers who have been getting overtime and working back-to-back shifts will probably have less than a full work week with this cargo volume going down. So the effect economically and to the workforce will be seen almost immediately.
And so it'll affect their bottom line, absolutely, if they've been counting on that pay and they're no longer going to be bringing that home. Are you in a position where you could sort of just wait and see what the Trump administration does, or are you making any proactive moves?
We're talking to everybody we can, knocking on every door. I was just on a call with the USTR staff this afternoon, which we hold weekly, trying to make sure that we're just keeping the discussions moving forward, understanding the ground truth of what impacts are taking place to the workforce, the cargo flows, inventories at the stores is part of what we're trying to get out there.
Now, if some really large companies were able to bring in more imports, did you guys see that influx, and will that be able to balance the drop that you're going to see?
Oh, yes, we did. Even dating back to the campaign trail last summer, when talk about trade policy and tariffs was happening, we saw larger retailers pull forward inventory and for about 9 months now try to stock up and average that price down for the day that they thought was coming, which did on April 2nd. But there are more than 125,000 importing companies at the Port of L.A., and not all of them are the big box retailers and large companies. These are folks that struggle to get more inventory in and balance out the impact of these tariffs.
Some people might hear Port of Los Angeles. They may think this is only a California or a West Coast problem. Is it?
No, it's not. The cargo that moves through our port not only reaches every one of our 50 states, but all 435 congressional districts. This is an economic engine for the country.
Anything else you want to leave us with?
Yeah, I think what we've got to do is continue to speed this up, because now we're talking about traditional spring and summer fashions, the discussions between these bilateral trading partners and the United States. Spring and summer fashions are right in front of us, as well as back to school. Orders for the traditional holiday season usually start in the month of May. This could be a very big impact if we don't have a line of sight on a cost-effective way of moving these talks forward.
Gene Seroka, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Lindsay.